Hello everyone, once again, this is Rob, and welcome back to Media Awareness and another first reaction video. Before I continue, however, a reminder, the fundraiser continues. For those of you new to my channel or unaware, I am a disabled individual, and I use a motorized wheelchair slash scooter all day, every day for my independence, and I need your help. My insurance will not cover anything with regard to my scooter as they view it as a quote luxury item end quote. Despite the fact that I'm unable to walk whatsoever, in addition to being unable to use any other type of scooter or power chair, or even a standard wheelchair for that matter, as I only have limited dexterity in one hand. In addition to that, I do not have a backup scooter or wheelchair to rely on at the current time. So if my scooter should malfunction, as it did a few months ago, I will yet again be a fish out of water, a scenario I want to avoid at all costs. With that stated, below the title of this video in the description below, as well as in a separate section below the information pertaining to the video I'll be reacting to, you can find a spot fund link. It is a fundraiser. It's easy to contribute. It takes a few seconds, and any and all help is welcome. I cannot stress that enough. Even $5 or $10 can make all the difference in the world, and you can even contribute anonymously. The purpose of the fundraiser is to both assist me with the ongoing refurbishing of my existing scooter, as well as to help me save for the purchase of a new scooter. I came up with these conclusions following the malfunction as alluded to a moment ago, whereby my battery charging mechanism had failed entirely, and for roughly 2 weeks I needed to rely on family and friends to push me around my own home, severely limiting my independence. However, it was also a long overdue wake-up call that I need a backup plan, and the backup plan is to have a brand new scooter to use moment to moment, day to day, every day, and my existing scooter completely refurbished, waiting in the wings to be used if necessary, when necessary. So please do what you can. I would really appreciate it. Don't forget you can contribute anonymously as well. And I do want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing, as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Thank you all. I love you all. If you're not yet subscribed to Media Awareness, please consider subscribing and becoming part of the Media Awareness family. I'd love to have you. Also, if you do subscribe, make sure to click the bell icon. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload something new to my channel, much like this video. So, we recently got some new SABATON singles come our way, and they are, of course, not featuring Tommy Johansson. He has stepped away from SABATON, for those of you who do not know, and he's working on his work, I suppose, with Majestica and his other assorted solo endeavors. But uh, the new material has gotten mixed reviews from what I've seen. I did reactions, you can see them here on my channel, and there are aspects to the new songs I like, and some that just don't gel with me. And uh, that being said, um, I decided to sort of venture backward and do a reaction to a song I don't know if I've heard or not, Attack of the Dead Men. And this features Tommy Johansson. And my son suggested this one. He and my friend Amy had sort of exposed me to Sabaton, and I was more privy to the Tommy Johansson period of time as opposed to anything prior to that. Um, and I got really accustomed to not only his style of playing, but his contributions to the writing and arrangements of these songs as well. So I'm going to be looking at this track from a lot of different angles in comparison to what we've gotten recently without Tommy, and just sort of see what differences there are in song structure, composition, arrangement, and perhaps even production. So, with all of that stated, this video is linked below. I always link everything I react to in the description below because the musicians and bands who create this music for us, the fans, do so with the utmost creativity and integrity, and they deserve all the credit in the world for their hard work. So always click on those links, and this link is a direct Sabaton link, so give Sabaton the love that they deserve and the clicks that they deserve, and click on that link for the direct video either prior to watching my reaction or afterward, all depending on your familiarity with Attack of the Dead Men. So, with all of that out of the way, I'm going to kick this off. And I don't remember hearing this song, so we're going to find out if I have or not. And we're also going to be looking at it, as I said, from multiple angles as well. So bear that in mind, and I will be back following this with my assessment.
Wilhelm's forces on the hunt. There's a thunder in the east. It's an attack of the disease. They've been blazing poison gas. 7,000 charge en masse. Turn the tide of the attack and force the enemy to turn back. And that's when the dead men are marching again. Also jetzt, then and again, attack of the dead. 100 men facing the red once again. 100 men charge again, die again. Also jetzt, then and again, attack of the dead. 100 men facing the red once again. 100 men charge again, die again. To combat and spar, Hindenburg against the Tsar. Moving 12 battalions large into a Russian countercharge. They'll be fighting for their lives as the enemy revives. Russians won't surrender, no, striking fear into their foe. And that's when the dead men are marching again. Also jetzt, then and again, attack of the dead. 100 men facing the red once again. 100 men charge again, die again. Also jetzt, then and again, attack of the dead. 100 men facing the red once again. 100 men charge again, die again. Soviets, then and again, attack of the dead, 100 men, facing the lead, once again, 100 men, charge again, die again, the Soviets, then and again, attack of the dead, 100 men, facing the lead, once again, 100 men, charge again, die again, the Soviets, then and again, attack of the dead, 100 men, facing the lead, once again, 100 men, charge again, die again, the Soviets, then and again, attack of the dead, 100 men, facing the lead, once again, 100 men, march, die again.
So there you have Sabaton with Attack of the Dead Men, and like I said, that was an older track. The new album, Legends, is scheduled for release on October 17th, so if you are a fan, pre-order that now, and you can pre-order from the official Sabaton site, which you can access via the link below as well. But this song, I like this song. It has a lot of interesting aspects to the arrangement that seem to move the song along. Different portions where the syncopation would change, and different elements of keyboard in the background as well. Synth just sort of fluctuating with a sonic frequency, and it really it works well. And this is a great example of a well written, well arranged, and well produced song. The engineering on this is fantastic. The video itself is not an actual live video. It's footage that was then quite obviously synced with the studio track afterwards, which is commonplace. But I just wanted to get that out of the way because that is most definitely not an actual live performance that we're seeing of the song itself. It's live footage synced with the song. But the arrangement is what really got me in this one. I love the arrangement of this. It goes through these different segments, and I you had the straightforward rhythm initially, and it could have just stuck with that. It could have just stayed there, but it went through these little nuances, these little changes here and there throughout the track itself, and that's something that I think was definitely lacking for me in Lightning at the Gates, which was, I believe, the most recent single, or one of them, as they dropped two on the same day. But you know, this to me is Sabaton, and the new stuff is as well. It might be lacking certain flourishes that Tommy Johansson brought to the band and brought to these songs and these arrangements, and it's known that he has done that. So it's hard to discount his influence on the writing process. But this is fantastic, and I have not heard this song to my knowledge, but the two newest songs don't have a quality about them that sticks with me. Um, Whereas this one, I know will be stuck in my head for days. I know that already just from listening to it, because there is a certain aspect to the hook and the way it's structured as a song itself that really makes you want to put it on and listen to it because it's something that you're hearing in your head. And yeah, uh, there's a noticeable difference between um, Sabaton with Tommy Johansson and Sabaton without Tommy Johansson. And I don't know whether it's due to his influence as a writer and collaborator or whether it's simply coincidental. But I tend to discount coincidence in this case given what I've heard of Tommy's work um, with Majestica and even his covers that he has done, the plethora of, always have their unique signature elements that make them unique to Tommy himself. So it's hard to say, but we have a new Sabaton album, nevertheless, coming out once again, October 17th, 2025, entitled Legends. And you'll want to pre order that. And as stated previously, you can do so via the link below, which takes you to the Sabaton YouTube page itself. But this is Rob with Media Awareness, and I hope you enjoy this reaction slash compare and contrast, really, with the past versus the present. And for those of you who aren't aware, the current Sabaton guitarist is the previous Sabaton guitarist prior to Tommy Johansson. And some people have mentioned to me that this track did that on Lightning at the Gates, and some of the newer tracks remind them of older Sabaton as opposed to the Tommy Johansson time frame. And I could definitely see a certain validity to those statements. But we shall see as more singles are released and as the album comes out a few months from now. Nevertheless, I will see you all again soon. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.